When I took over, I was a part-time head coach, so I was still teaching high school math, coming over here and trying to do really a full-time job in part-time hours, and did that for my first 5 years. And really the major changes started happening when Vince took over as our president, and that's when we really started to see the reinvestment back into the student athletes in a number of different ways, but specifically in the building of campus buildings, renovations, in athletics. I think one of the biggest pieces was the building of the turf field and the track, and really for us specifically, that gave us a dedicated space to start putting together a baseball park. Yeah, I mean our recruiting philosophy is we really want to recruit the character of our athletes as much as the athletic ability of them. That's really important to us. We've changed our culture so much over the course of time where when I first took over in those first number of years, there was a lot of times and a lot of issues and a lot of baseball problems, to where I really feel like we've built it to a spot where we're one of the leaned on teams, and when there's something that needs to be happening, we'll be the team that'll get a phone call and say, hey, can you come represent us here, or could you take on this community service event, and our guys really embrace that. We're trying to prepare them for the real world, and that's something that we make really evident in our recruiting talks with them, is that this is not just about baseball. This is about getting ready to go out in the real world and be held accountable for things, and to understand that your decisions have consequences, good, bad, indifferent, and that kind of, I think speaks to where we were, where our consequences are good these days. I think the other side is I think we do a really great job developing players. So we've set up a structure that, we have the ability to give out scholarship money, and we really look at it in twofold. We have some of it that goes out, and we recruit, the incoming freshmen, from high schools, or whether it's incoming transfers. There's a portion that goes towards that, and then we have that fine line that there's a portion that we want to go in-house. And I think it's important in the way we built our program to be able to reward within to the players that you currently have. And each guy takes his own course. Some are very strong in academically from the time they get here. Others need more support, and in a small school environment, that's one of the strengths that we can offer, that it's really hard to fall through the cracks. So there's a number of people, not just us, not just your advisor, it could be a bunch of different people that are there to support you and to kind of watch out for you. And we really believe strongly in what we're doing. I think we have a structure set up that they're going to come in and get better. But one thing I always say is how much better really depends on them as an individual. And we're looking for guys that want to work hard. We talk about them as social norms, and that we want to create social norms that are, the outlier is the guy that doesn't come in, and that's the guy that gets weeded out. And I think that's one thing that we've really been successful with over the years, and is what is making us into the quality team that we are. We want guys that are nitty and gritty and that just want to compete. If you're looking for a place that's a small school environment, that's high touch, that cares, this is a place you should be looking. And I'm pretty confident that, if you come in, you're really going to like what you see, what you hear, and what we have going on.